treatment.
Oh, well, will you tell your mom we'd like to see her a minute?
Yes, sir.
I didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Television producer and writer Paul Henning crafted a unique blend of humor and heart in his shows, with Petticoat Junction standing out as a charming slice of rural life. The series, featuring his daughter Linda Kay, captured the essence of small-town America through the lives of the Bradley sisters and their adventures at the Shady Rest Hotel. While it may not have reached the iconic status of the Beverly Hillbillies or Green Acres, Petticoat Junction held a special place in the hearts of many viewers who grew up in the 1960s. The show often explored themes of love, friendship, and family, with Betty Jo Bradley at the center of many of these stories. Her interactions with the various suitors who came to the hotel often led to humorous misunderstandings. One particular storyline highlighted how Betty Jo, believing that a certain gentleman was only after her for one thing, allowed him to pursue her under the guise of friendship. This twist added depth to her character and showcased the show's ability to blend comedy with relatable life lessons. The dynamics between the characters, especially in their romantic pursuits, provided a delightful backdrop that resonated with audiences, making Petticoat Junction a beloved part of television history.
Now let's do one we can all see.
Set in a charming rural setting, the series revolves around the Shady Rest Hotel, a quaint establishment located between the fictional towns of Hooterville and Pixley. The hotel is managed by the warm-hearted Kate Bradley, who is a loving mother to her three daughters, the spirited Billy Jo, the clever Bobby Jo, and the sweet-natured Betty Jo. Their lives are enriched by the presence of Uncle Joe Carson, a lovable character who often adds a humorous twist to their daily adventures. The show initially places a strong emphasis on the Hooterville Cannonball, a vintage steam train from the 1890s that operates more like a taxi service than a traditional train. This unique train is run by the dedicated engineer Charlie Pratt and his trusty fireman and railway conductor Floyd Smoot. The interactions between the characters and the antics that unfold at the hotel and on the train create a delightful atmosphere filled with laughter and heartwarming moments. The talented cast, including the masterful dog that adds charm to the series, brings the stories to life, making it a beloved classic that resonates with audiences. The blend of humor, family dynamics, and the picturesque rural backdrop captures the essence of simpler times, inviting viewers to enjoy the delightful escapades of the Bradley family and their friends.
Well, I don't want to stop on the wrong hand. You ain't going to be playing anyway.
Oh, did you figure it out?
The Hooterville Cannonball was a beloved feature of the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction. It was not uncommon for the train to make unscheduled stops, allowing the crew to indulge in fishing or to gather fruit for Kate's famous apple butter and pies. This charming single-track train line, known as the Hooterville to Pixley Spur Line, had been cut off from the rest of the railroad 2 decades earlier due to the demolition of a trestle. The series often revolved around the struggles of railroad executive Homer Bedloe, who made numerous futile attempts to cease operations and scrap the Hooterville Cannonball. The train was not just a mode of transportation, it was a symbol of the community's spirit and resilience. Among the characters, the youngest daughter, Betty Jo, often found herself at the throttle of the Cannonball, relishing the chance to run the train. Her adventurous nature and tomboyish spirit made her a perfect fit for the role, as she enjoyed the thrill of driving the train and the freedom it represented. The Cannonball was more than just a train. It was a vital part of life in Hooterville, connecting the characters to their adventures and the simple joys of rural living. The interactions and escapades that took place aboard the Cannonball added a unique charm to the series, making it a memorable part of television history.
Valentine's Day cards. I guess I'm just a lover at heart.
Trips on the Cannonball usually include a stop in Hooterville at Drucker's store, which is run by Sam Drucker. This store serves as the local hub for the community, where the menfolk gather to play checkers and engage in lively conversation. Sam Drucker is not just a storekeeper. He is also the postmaster, making his establishment a vital part of Hooterville's daily life. The store is a place where news is shared and friendships are formed, creating a sense of belonging among the townspeople. Sam's telephone acts as a lifeline for the Brady family, Uncle Joe, and others in the area, connecting them to the outside world. The store is filled with various goods, and its shelves reflect the needs and interests of the local residents. The atmosphere is warm and welcoming, making it a favorite spot for both locals and visitors. Sam Drucker's store is more than just a place to shop. It is a cornerstone of the community where everyone feels at home and connected.
Get back to milking your cow.
At the heart of the series lies the Shady Rest Hotel, an old-fashioned Victorian-style establishment that captures the charm of a bygone era. Guests at the hotel experience a unique way of life, sharing bathing facilities and enjoying meals together at a large dining room table. This communal dining experience fosters a sense of family and togetherness, making every meal a special occasion. Kate Bradley, the hotel's matriarch, is known for her culinary skills, preparing some of the most sumptuous and enjoyable meals imaginable. Her wood-burning stove is the centerpiece of the kitchen, where she crafts her specialty dish chicken and dumplings. The aroma of her cooking fills the air, inviting guests to gather around the table and savor the delicious food. The Shady Rest is not just a place to stay. It is a warm and welcoming home away from home, where laughter and stories are shared and memories are made. The atmosphere is filled with nostalgia, reflecting the values of family and community that resonate throughout the series. The hotel serves as a backdrop for the various adventures and misadventures of the characters, making it a beloved setting in the hearts of viewers. The charm of the Shady Rest Hotel continues to be a significant part of the show's appeal, drawing audiences into its cozy embrace.
I will station myself at the end of the lot to measure the greatest distance each department can throw a street.
The inspiration for the show came from Paul Henning's wife, Ruth. She shared fond memories of her childhood visits to a hotel run by her grandmother in Eldon, Missouri. This hotel, known as the Burrs Hotel, served as the backdrop for the fictional Shady Rest Hotel in Petticoat Junction. Ruth's stories about her adventures at the hotel were rich with detail and nostalgia, capturing the essence of small-town life and the charm of family-run establishments. The setting of the show, complete with a train that brought guests to the hotel, was directly influenced by her reminiscences. Many of the storylines in Petticoat Junction were inspired by the tales Ruth heard from her mother, adding a layer of authenticity to the series. These personal anecdotes helped shape the characters and the lighthearted, comedic tone of the show, making it a beloved part of television history. The blend of Ruth's memories and Paul Henning's creativity resulted in a series that resonated with audiences, celebrating the simplicity and warmth of rural life.
Sir.
He's going to inspect a cannonball, and he can find 1,000 infractions.
Seemingly everything on Petticoat Junction was a star, down to the vehicles and the animals. The locomotive that served as the Hooterville Cannonball was a real storied Hollywood choo-choo. The Sierra No. 3 got its start early in westerns, chugging along with Gary Cooper in The Virginian and High Noon, among many other shows. This grand machine became a beloved character in its own right, capturing the hearts of viewers with its charming presence. The Hooterville Cannonball was not just a means of transportation, it was a symbol of the small-town spirit and adventure that defined the series. As the show progressed, the Sierra No. 3 continued to be a vital part of the storyline, connecting the characters and the community. Its whistle and steam became synonymous with the idyllic life in Hooterville. The locomotive's journey through the years showcased its resilience and charm as it went on working into the 1990s, reminding audiences of the golden age of television and the enduring appeal of classic trains and storytelling. The legacy of the Sierra No. 3 lives on, a testament to the magic of Hollywood and the timeless allure of trains.
Hey, make Charlie let me ring the bell.
What do you want to ring the bell for?
Get you out here.
Higgins the dog is perhaps the most famous actor on the show. He had a unique charm that captured the hearts of viewers. At this point in his career, he was just honing his chops for greater success later on. While he was only known as the dog on this sitcom, his role was significant in bringing warmth and humor to the series. Higgins had a familiar face that audiences quickly recognized, and his antics often stole the scene. His playful nature and ability to connect with the human characters made him a beloved part of the family. As the series progressed, Higgins became a household name, but his journey did not end there. He later gained fame as Benji, the lovable dog in a series of films that showcased his talent even further. This transition from a supporting role in a sitcom to a leading character in movies marked a significant milestone in his career. Higgins' legacy continues to be celebrated, reminding fans of the joy he brought to their screens.
What would he be doing here Christmas Eve?
He brought us a present.
Lord, you are...
Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe, the beloved characters from Petticoat Junction, took a creative leap by forming a fictional band called the Ladybugs. This playful venture was inspired by the music craze sweeping the nation in the 1960s, particularly the phenomenon known as Beatlemania. In 1964, the Ladybugs made a memorable appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, a platform that showcased many rising stars of the time. Ed Sullivan, known for his keen eye for talent, was captivated by the charm and energy of the trio. He embraced the idea of featuring this fictional act as if they were a real band, allowing them to perform on his iconic television show. The influence of the Beatles was undeniable, and the Brady daughters, inspired by the music scene, caught a case of mop-flop fever. They decided to form their own tribute band, also called the Ladybugs, paying homage to the original fictional group. This playful nod to the popular culture of the time highlighted the impact of music on television, and how shows like Petticoat Junction contributed to the entertainment landscape. The blend of humor, music, and family dynamics made the Ladybugs a memorable part of the series, showcasing the creativity and fun that defined the era. The characters' journey into the world of music not only entertained audiences, but also reflected the cultural shifts happening in the 1960s, where music became a significant part of youth identity and expression.
I'm Roland Barrett.
I'm Billy Joe.
Frank Cady stands out as a unique figure in television history, being the only actor to portray the same character across 3 different shows simultaneously. Many viewers recognized him as Doc Williams on The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, but his most notable role during the 1960s was as Sam Drucker. This character became a beloved staple in several popular series. Sam Drucker first appeared in Petticoat Junction, where he was the local storekeeper in the fictional town of Hooterville. His charm and wit made him a favorite among the show's characters and its audience. As the decade progressed, Sam Drucker crossed over into the spin-off series Green Acres, further solidifying his place in the hearts of viewers. In this show, he continued to interact with the quirky characters of Hooterville, creating a sense of continuity and familiarity. Additionally, Cady's character made appearances on the Beverly Hillbillies, another hit series of the time. By the end of the 1960s, Frank Cady was juggling all 3 roles, showcasing his talent and versatility as an actor. His ability to maintain the essence of Sam Drucker across different storylines and settings contributed to the character's lasting popularity in American television.
Oddly.
Well, that's Joe for you. Like it, huh?
Very youthful.
In the world of Petticoat Junction, the exact location of the Shady Rest Hotel remains a mystery. While Hooterville is a fictional place, Pixley is a small town in California. However, many fans speculate that the series likely takes place in Missouri. This theory is supported by the fact that one of the original titles for the show was Ozark Widow. Other working titles included Whistle Stop, but the creators eventually chose Petticoat Junction as a more fitting name. Even though it is not technically a junction, the setting plays a crucial role in the charm of the series, as it captures the essence of small-town life with its quirky characters and humorous situations. The Shady Rest Hotel serves as a central hub for the community, where the lives of the characters intertwine. The picturesque backdrop of rural America adds to the show's appeal, inviting viewers into a world that feels both familiar and whimsical. The interactions among the characters, set against this charming landscape, create a delightful atmosphere that resonates with audiences. The blend of humor and heart in this unique setting makes Petticoat Junction a memorable part of television history. Casting the Brady girls was a monumental task for Paul Henning, the creator of Petticoat Junction. Each week, the girls on the show became the highlight of the episodes, bringing charm and energy to the series. Henning understood the importance of selecting the right actresses to portray these beloved characters. He embarked on an extensive search, interviewing over 1,500 women for the roles. This rigorous process showcased his commitment to finding the perfect fit for the show. Among the many talented actresses he considered, one stood out in a very personal way. Henning chose his own daughter, Linda Henning, to be part of the cast. This decision not only added a unique dynamic to the show, but also highlighted the close-knit nature of the production. The chemistry among the cast members, especially the Brady girls, contributed significantly to the show's success and popularity during its run. The dedication and effort put into casting helped create memorable moments that resonated with audiences.
Mr. Waterhouse is here to buy the cannonball. It's an antique.
Initially, Sharon Tate was cast to play the role of the eldest sister, Billy Joe, in the popular television series Petticoat Junction. She participated in screen tests and posed for publicity photos, which generated excitement about her involvement in the show. However, despite this initial enthusiasm, she was never actually filmed in the role. Some sources suggested that Tate lacked the necessary experience to portray Billie Joe effectively. The reality was more complicated. Earlier that same year, Tate had posed for nude photographs that were later published in Playboy magazine. This revelation posed a significant risk to the show's reputation, especially since its chief sponsor was Ivory Soap. The producers were concerned that if word got out about Tate's past, it could jeopardize their relationship with the sponsor. As a result, she was swiftly replaced, and the role of Billie Joe was given to another actress. This decision reflected the industry's sensitivity to public image and sponsorship concerns during that era. The circumstances surrounding Tate's departure from Petticoat Junction highlight the challenges faced by actresses in the 1960s, where personal choices could have a profound impact on their professional opportunities. The show continued without her, and Tate would go on to have a complex career in Hollywood, marked by both triumphs and tragedies. From the very beginning of Petticoat Junction, Linda K. Henning and Mike Miner played pivotal roles that contributed significantly to the show's success. Linda, who landed her role partly due to her father being the producer, brought a unique charm to her character. Her on-screen chemistry with Mike Miner, who portrayed a love interest, was undeniable and became a central element of the series. Their genuine connection resonated with audiences, creating a wholesome romance that captivated viewers and helped the show gain popularity. On their first day on set, Mike approached Linda and asked her out, which took her by surprise. She initially thought his boldness was merely an attempt to impress her father, the producer. Despite her reservations, Linda was intrigued by his confidence and decided to accept the invitation. This moment marked the beginning of a dynamic partnership both on and off the screen. Their interactions not only enriched the storyline, but also added depth to their characters, making them relatable and endearing to the audience. The chemistry they shared became a hallmark of the series, contributing to its charm and lasting appeal. As the show progressed, their relationship developed, and viewers eagerly anticipated their scenes together. The blend of humor, romance, and family values in Petticoat Junction was enhanced by the authentic connection between Linda and Mike, making their characters memorable. Their performances helped solidify the show's place in television history, showcasing how personal relationships can influence and elevate a production.
Bring me on. No, you saw our action at the picnic. That was nothing. Just wait till I ask for some tea. Just stand.
From the very beginning, the relationship between Henning and Miner was marked by a spark that caught the attention of everyone on the set of Petticoat Junction. Miner was initially drawn to Henning because she was impressed by his confidence and how forward he was on their first meeting. This boldness intrigued her, leading her to want to see him operate in his role. Their first date was a turning point, as it revealed a chemistry that was undeniable. As they spent more time together, it became clear to those around them that they were smitten with each other. Their romance blossomed quickly, and it wasn't long before they decided to marry. However, the marriage was short-lived. Despite the initial excitement and connection, they eventually divorced. The whirlwind nature of their relationship, from infatuation to marriage, and then to separation, highlighted the complexities of love in the entertainment industry. The initial attraction that brought them together was rooted in admiration, but the pressures of their careers ultimately took a toll on their union.
Watch between meal treats. Brush often. With Crest. Remember.
Petticoat Junction, a beloved television series from the 1960s, offers a charming glimpse into small-town life through the lens of the Shady Rest Hotel, located in the fictional village of Hooterville. The show centers around the widowed Kate Bradley and her three daughters, Billie Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe, who navigate the ups and downs of life, love, and family with a light-hearted touch. The series is often compared to other rural comedies of the time, such as the Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres, sharing a similar folksy charm and humor. At the heart of the series is the dynamic between the Bradley family and their quirky Uncle Joe, played by Edgar Buchanan. Uncle Joe is portrayed as a lovable but lazy character, often found concocting get-rich-quick schemes while lounging on the porch. His antics provide a humorous counterpoint to the more earnest pursuits of the Bradley sisters, who are depicted as beautiful and somewhat naive young women. While some viewers appreciate the lightheartedness and simplicity of the show, Others feel that the characters, particularly the sisters, lack depth and distinct personalities. Critics note that while Betty Jo, the youngest, receives more character development, transitioning from a tomboy to a married woman, the other sisters seem to blend into the background, primarily serving as romantic interests rather than fully realized characters. The setting of the Shady Rest Hotel serves as a backdrop for various comedic misadventures, often involving the local steam train, the Cannonball, and its operators, Floyd and Charlie. The interactions between the hotel guests and the Bradley family create a tapestry of humorous situations that reflect the innocence and charm of rural life. Many viewers find the series to be a nostalgic reminder of a simpler time, filled with wholesome entertainment that emphasizes family values and community spirit. However, some critics argue that the show can be overly simplistic, lacking the sharp wit and talent that characterize other television programs of the era. They suggest that the humor often relies on predictable scenarios and cliches, which may not resonate with all audiences. Despite this, Petticoat Junction has maintained a loyal fan base, particularly among baby boomers who grew up watching the series. Its gentle humor and heartwarming themes continue to appeal to those seeking a nostalgic escape. In conclusion, Petticoat Junction stands as a quintessential example of 1960s television, embodying the charm and simplicity of small-town America. While opinions on the depth of its characters and the sophistication of its humor may vary, the series undeniably captures a unique slice of life that resonates with many viewers. Its legacy as a light-hearted, family-oriented show endures, making it a cherished part of television history.
Miss Betty Jo, when did you discover this?
When Mr. Grimes retired.
As we wrap up our journey through the charming world of Petticoat Junction, a new chapter awaits. What happened to the beloved characters and the talented cast after the final curtain fell? The show may have ended, but the stories of its stars continued to unfold in surprising ways. From unexpected career shifts to personal triumphs and challenges, the lives of the actors who brought the show to life are as captivating as the series itself. Did the charming Billy Jo find her way to Hollywood stardom? What became of the wise and witty Uncle Joe? And how did the iconic setting of Hooterville influence their paths? Join us as we delve into the fascinating lives of the cast, revealing secrets and stories that will leave you eager to learn more. Stay tuned, because the legacy of Petticoat Junction is far from over.
If you don't like it, it comes right on the shirt. And she said that she had...
Eddie Albert portrayed Oliver Wendell Douglas in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character that embodied the struggle between urban sophistication and rural simplicity. Douglas, a New York City lawyer turned farmer, faced constant challenges adapting to life in the countryside, often highlighting the tension between his ideals and the realities of rural living. Albert's performance brought depth to the character, showcasing both humor and a sense of longing for a simpler life. After Petticoat Junction, Albert's career continued to flourish, but his life was marked by personal hardships. He faced the tragic loss of his son, which deeply affected him. Albert was also involved in various humanitarian efforts, particularly in environmental causes, reflecting his commitment to social issues. Despite his success, he dealt with the darker side of fame, including the pressures of Hollywood and the toll it took on his personal relationships. In his later years, Albert remained active in film and television, but he also faced health challenges. He passed away in 25, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a commitment to the causes he believed in. His life story is a reminder of the complexities behind the public persona, filled with both triumphs and tribulations.
Right, Mr. Deming, so he'll think this is an unhealthy place to live and back out of buying the hotel.
Now, Kate, you're jumping to conclusions.
Virginia Sale portrayed Selma Plout in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a unique blend of humor and depth to the character. Selma was known for her quirky personality and her interactions with the show's central family, often adding a layer of complexity to the light-hearted narrative. Sale's performance was memorable, yet it was just one chapter in a life filled with both triumphs and struggles. Born in 1999, Sale had a long career in entertainment, appearing in numerous films and television shows. However, her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including the loss of her husband, which deeply affected her. Sale also dealt with the darker side of fame, including the pressures of Hollywood and the impact of aging in an industry that often overlooks older actresses. In her later years, Sale continued to work but gradually faded from the public eye. The last known information about her indicates that she lived a quiet life until her passing in 1994. Her legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember her for her unique contributions to television.
How much do I owe you?
June Lockhart's portrayal of Dr. Janet Craig in the 1963 series Petticoat Junction marked a significant chapter in her career. As a strong, intelligent character, she brought depth to the role, embodying a progressive woman in a time when such representations were rare. Her performance resonated with audiences, showcasing her ability to balance warmth and authority. However, the success of the show did not shield her from personal struggles. Lockhart faced challenges in her personal life, including the tragic loss of her first husband, actor John F. McGreevey, who died in a car accident in 1959. This event cast a long shadow over her life, leading to a period of deep reflection and solitude. Additionally, she dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where the demand for youth and beauty often overshadowed talent. In later years, Lockhart continued to work in television and theater but faced health issues, including a battle with cancer. Despite these hardships, she remained a beloved figure in the industry. As of the latest updates, she is known to be living a quieter life, reflecting on her storied career and the legacy she has left behind.
Yeah, it's on the train with a literary disgust. Let's go!
Ruth Davis portrayed Floyd Smoot in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a unique charm to the character of the local handyman. Floyd was known for his quirky personality and humorous interactions with the show's central family. Davis's performance added depth to the series, making Floyd a memorable part of the small-town dynamics. After Petticoat Junction, Ruth Davis faced significant challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of Floyd Smoot, leading to a gradual decline in his acting opportunities. In his personal life, Davis encountered hardships that cast a shadow over his later years. He faced financial difficulties and battled health issues, which affected his ability to work consistently. There were whispers of scandals, including rumored conflicts with other actors, but details remain murky. As time passed, Davis faded from the public eye, and little is known about his final years. The last confirmed information about him dates back to the early 2000s, leaving a lingering mystery about his life after fame.
Luck, Sundays and holidays, time and a half. That's not all. He wants to hire...
Regis Toomey portrayed Dr. Barton Stewart in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character marked by a blend of charm and complexity. Dr. Stewart was a local physician who often found himself entangled in the lives of the show's central characters, providing both medical expertise and emotional support. Toomey's performance brought depth to the role, showcasing his ability to balance humor with serious undertones, reflecting the struggles of small-town life. After Petticoat Junction, Toomey's career continued, but he faced challenges. He had a long history in Hollywood, appearing in numerous films and television shows since the 1920s. However, as the industry evolved, Toomey found it difficult to secure leading roles. His personal life was marked by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He also faced financial difficulties, which led to a decline in his public presence. In his later years, Toomey became reclusive, distancing himself from the spotlight. He passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a life filled with both triumphs and struggles. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his fame, grappled with the shadows of his personal life.
The eagle screams, the dove falters.
Frank Cady portrayed Sam Drucker in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his wisdom and humor as the local storekeeper. Sam was a central figure in the show's small-town dynamics, often serving as a confidant and advisor to the main characters. Cady's performance brought depth to the role, making Sam a beloved character among fans. After Petticoat Junction ended, Cady continued to work in television, appearing in various shows like The Andy Griffith Show and Green Acres, but he never quite escaped the shadow of his iconic role. In his personal life, Cady faced challenges that were not widely publicized. He experienced the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Cady also struggled with the pressures of fame, leading to a period of introspection away from the spotlight. Despite these hardships, he maintained a low profile, focusing on family and friends. In his later years, Cady lived a quiet life in California, away from the public eye. He passed away in 2012, leaving behind a legacy marked by his memorable performances and the warmth he brought to his characters.
Yes, it is.
As a matter of fact, I think everything about you is utterly fascinating.
Charles Lane portrayed Homer Bedloe in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his scheming and relentless attempts to shut down the Shady Rest Hotel. Lane's performance brought a unique blend of humor and menace, making him a memorable antagonist. His portrayal was marked by a sharp wit and a distinctive voice, which added depth to the character's villainy. Beyond Petticoat Junction, Lane had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in over 300 productions. He was often cast as a stern authority figure or a comedic foil, showcasing his versatility. However, his life was not without challenges. Lane faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also struggled with the pressures of Hollywood, leading to bouts of depression. In his later years, Lane remained active in the industry, but faced health issues that limited his appearances. He passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His life story is a reminder of the complexities behind the smiles of beloved characters.
Honestly, Double, you're impossible. Now get this, I'm not going to put up with it.
Linda Henning portrayed Betty Jo Bradley in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character known for her youthful charm and adventurous spirit. Betty Jo was the middle daughter of the Bradley family, often caught in the light-hearted antics of rural life. Henning's performance resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure during the show's run. However, after Petticoat Junction ended in 1970, Henning faced significant challenges. Her career struggled to maintain momentum, leading her to take on various roles in theater and guest appearances in other television shows. Behind the scenes, Henning dealt with personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. She faced financial difficulties and battled the pressures of fame, which took a toll on her mental health. In the late 1990s, Henning largely withdrew from the public eye, seeking solace in a quieter life. The last known information about her indicates that she has remained out of the spotlight, living a private life away from the entertainment industry. Her legacy as Betty Jo Bradley endures, but the shadows of her personal struggles linger in the background.
Please don't read that. It'll cost me my job. I'll lose my pension.
Well, no.
Smiley Burnett portrayed Charlie Pratt in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a blend of charm and humor to the role. Charlie was a kind-hearted, yet often bumbling character who provided comic relief and warmth to the show's rural setting. Burnett's performance was marked by his distinctive voice and musical talent, which he showcased through various songs throughout the series. After Petticoat Junction, Burnett's career faced challenges. He struggled to find roles that matched his earlier success, leading to a decline in visibility. His personal life was marked by hardships, including financial difficulties and health issues. Burnett faced a scandal in the late 1970s when he was involved in a controversial incident regarding his financial dealings, which cast a shadow over his reputation. Despite these challenges, he remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry until his passing in 1967. The last known information about him highlights his enduring legacy as a talented performer who faced life's trials with resilience.
Woman. Yeah, Bert, he's here. It's Bert. Oh, yeah.
Meredith Macrae portrayed Billy Jo Bradley in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a blend of charm and depth to the character. Billy Jo, the middle daughter, was known for her aspirations of becoming a singer and her romantic entanglements, which often added layers to her character. Macrae's performance resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure in the show. However, her life after Petticoat Junction was marked by personal struggles and challenges. Macrae faced the harsh realities of Hollywood, including the pressures of typecasting and the struggle to find substantial roles. She experienced a tumultuous personal life, including 2 divorces and the tragic loss of her father, actor, and director Robert Macrae, which deeply affected her. In the late 1980s, she became involved in a scandal when she was accused of being part of a fraudulent investment scheme, which tarnished her reputation. Despite these hardships, Macrae continued to work in television and theater, often taking on roles that showcased her versatility. In her later years, she became an advocate for various causes, including mental health awareness. The last known information about Meredith Macrae is that she passed away in 2000 from brain cancer, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and talent. Jimmy Hawkins portrayed Orville Meigs in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character marked by his quirky charm and comedic misadventures. Orville, often seen as a well-meaning but bumbling figure, provided a unique blend of humor and innocence that resonated with audiences. Hawkins brought depth to the role, making Orville a memorable part of the show's ensemble. After Petticoat Junction, Hawkins faced significant challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched his early success, leading to a gradual decline in his acting opportunities. The transition from child star to adult actor is often fraught with difficulties, and Hawkins was no exception. He experienced personal hardships, including financial struggles and the pressures of fame that can weigh heavily on young actors. In his later years, Hawkins distanced himself from the entertainment industry, seeking a quieter life. He became involved in various business ventures, but details about his personal life remain scarce. There have been whispers of scandals and difficulties, but much of his life after acting remains shrouded in mystery. As of the latest information, Hawkins has largely stayed out of the public eye, living away from the spotlight. His legacy as Orville Meigs endures, but the man behind the character remains an enigma.
Talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Mrs. Bradley, the heavily made-up woman with...
Barry Kelly portrayed Sheriff Vic Crandall in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a blend of authority and charm to the role. His character often found himself navigating the quirky dynamics of the fictional town, balancing law enforcement with the eccentricities of the residents. Kelly's performance was marked by a subtle intensity, hinting at deeper struggles beneath the surface. After Petticoat Junction, Kelly's career took a darker turn. He faced personal hardships, including a battle with alcoholism that affected both his professional and personal life. Despite his talent, he struggled to find consistent work in Hollywood, leading to a gradual decline in his acting career. Kelly's life was marred by scandals, including a highly publicized divorce that drew media attention and scrutiny. In his later years, Kelly became reclusive, distancing himself from the public eye. The last known information about him suggests he lived a quiet life, away from the glitz of Hollywood, reflecting on his past with a sense of melancholy. His legacy remains a complex tapestry of talent, struggle, and the shadows of fame.
Give the contractor some evidence of good faith.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, you see...
Edgar Buchanan portrayed Uncle Joe Carson in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character known for his cunning and humorous schemes. Uncle Joe was a lovable yet scheming figure, often getting into trouble while trying to help his family. Buchanan's performance brought a unique charm to the role, making him a memorable part of the show. After Petticoat Junction ended in 1970, Buchanan continued to work in television and film, appearing in various series and movies. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Despite his success, Buchanan struggled with the pressures of fame and the toll it took on his personal life. In his later years, he battled health issues, including a serious illness that led to his passing in 1979. His legacy remains in the hearts of fans who remember his work. The last known information about him highlights his enduring impact on television comedy, even as he faced the shadows of personal loss and health struggles. Hank Worden portrayed Roy Turlock in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character marked by his quirky charm and eccentricity. Turlock was a local handyman, often involved in humorous situations that highlighted his unique personality. Worden's performance brought a distinct flavor to the show, making Roy a memorable part of the ensemble cast. After Petticoat Junction, Worden continued to act, appearing in various films and television shows, often in westerns, where his rugged appearance and deep voice suited the genre. However, his life was not without challenges. Worden faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his career and relationships. He was known for his reclusive nature, often shying away from the Hollywood spotlight. In his later years, Worden lived a quiet life, largely away from the public eye. He passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a complex personal history. His contributions to film and television remain appreciated, though his life story reflects the darker sides of fame and personal struggle. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, a testament to his enduring impact on the industry.
Just like I said he would.
You mean the other one?
What other one?
The one he sent telling him to ignore the first one because he didn't send...
No, the one they haven't showed.
B. Benadet's portrayal of Kate Bradley in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction showcased her talent for blending warmth with a touch of humor. As the matriarch of the Bradley family, she navigated the challenges of running a rural hotel while raising her 3 daughters. This role solidified her status as a beloved figure in television, but it also marked a complex chapter in her life. After Petticoat Junction, Benadet faced personal hardships. She struggled with health issues, including a battle with lung cancer, which ultimately led to her passing in 1968. Despite her illness, she continued to work, demonstrating her dedication to her craft. Her career included voice work in classic cartoons, but her legacy is often overshadowed by her untimely death. Benadet's life was not without scandal. She faced the pressures of Hollywood, including the challenges of being a woman in a male-dominated industry. Her commitment to her family and career often left her feeling isolated. The last known information about her life reveals a woman who fought bravely against her illness, while leaving an indelible mark on television history.
Oh, really? Yeah, what do you think of this one? You can lead on.
Eva Gabor portrayed Lisa Douglas in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a blend of charm and sophistication to the role. Lisa, a glamorous city woman, contrasted sharply with the rural setting, often providing comic relief with her witty remarks and elegant demeanor. Gabor's performance was marked by a captivating presence that made her a standout character, even as the show focused on the lives of the other residents. After Petticoat Junction, Gabor's career continued with notable roles in film and television, including appearances in The Love Boat and guest spots on various shows. However, her personal life was marked by challenges. Gabor faced multiple marriages, with her last husband, Richard Brown, being a significant figure in her later years. She also dealt with the tragic loss of her sister, Esa Zagzabur, who passed away in 2016, leaving Eva to reflect on their shared experiences in Hollywood. In her later years, Gabor struggled with health issues, including a serious illness that required hospitalization. Despite these hardships, she remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 1995, leaving behind a legacy of talent and resilience.
What's new?
Oh, we just went bowling on Crystal Lake.
Elvia Allman portrayed Selma Plout in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, a character known for her quirky personality and comedic flair. Selma was often seen as a foil to the show's main characters, bringing a mix of humor and eccentricity that added depth to the storyline. Allman's performance was memorable, showcasing her talent for embodying complex, humorous roles. Beyond Petticoat Junction, Allman's career spanned several decades, with notable appearances in various television shows and films. She was a familiar face in the entertainment industry, often cast in supporting roles that highlighted her comedic timing. However, her life was not without challenges. Allman faced personal hardships, including struggles with depression and the pressures of maintaining a public persona. In her later years, Allman became reclusive, distancing herself from the spotlight. She lived a quiet life, reflecting on her career and the impact of her roles. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 2018, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and memorable performances.
Hey, we'd make a fortune.
No.
Yeah, but a little side bet. You saw the kid hit Herman?
Parley Baer portrayed bailiff Vince Tucker in the 1963 television series Petticoat Junction, bringing a unique blend of authority and humor to the role. His character often found himself in amusing situations, navigating the quirky dynamics of the show's rural setting. Baer's performance was marked by a subtle charm that made Vince Tucker a memorable part of the series, even as he remained a supporting character. After Petticoat Junction, Baer's career continued with various roles in television and film, including appearances on shows like The Andy Griffith Show and The Twilight Zone. However, his life was not without challenges. Baer faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He also struggled with the pressures of maintaining a career in Hollywood, where typecasting often limited opportunities for actors of his stature. In his later years, Baer became involved in voice acting, lending his talents to animated series and commercials. He remained active in the industry until his passing in 2002. Despite the ups and downs, Baer's legacy endures through his memorable performances and contributions to television. Last known information indicates that he passed away in 2002, leaving behind a rich body of work that continues to resonate with audiences.
I do.
Well, now, on this slide is some bacteria. Now, it's either staph...
Laurie Saunders portrayed Bobby Jo Bradley in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a blend of charm and youthful energy to the character. Bobby Jo, the middle daughter, was known for her intelligence and ambition, often caught between her family's expectations and her own dreams. Saunders' performance resonated with audiences, making her a beloved figure in the show. After Petticoat Junction ended in 1970, Saunders faced significant challenges. She struggled to find roles that matched her earlier success, leading to a period of professional uncertainty. In the late 1970s, she experienced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. This period was marked by financial difficulties and a sense of isolation from the industry that once embraced her. In the 1980s, Saunders shifted her focus to voice acting and made guest appearances on various shows, but her public presence diminished. Notably, she faced health issues that further complicated her life. As of the latest information, Laurie Saunders has largely remained out of the spotlight, living a quiet life away from the entertainment industry. Her legacy as Bobby Jo endures, but the shadows of her personal struggles linger, leaving a complex portrait of a once celebrated star.
You tell him. Warden Pike is a duly appointed...
Rosemary DeCamp portrayed Aunt Helen in the 1963 TV series Petticoat Junction, bringing a blend of warmth and wisdom to the character. Her role as the nurturing aunt provided a stabilizing presence in the lives of the show's younger characters, often serving as a moral compass. DeCamp's performance was marked by a subtle depth, allowing viewers to connect with Aunt Helen's struggles and joys. Beyond Petticoat Junction, DeCamp's career spanned several decades, with notable roles in films and television. However, her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of her first husband, which left her to raise their children alone. This experience shaped her resilience and determination in both her personal and professional life. In her later years, DeCamp dealt with health issues, including a battle with cancer. Despite these struggles, she remained active in the industry until her retirement. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 2001, leaving behind a legacy of strong, memorable characters that resonated with audiences.
No.
You get your picture took?
No.
Oh, thanks. Me too. I've run out of reason for being dressed up like that.
As we wrap up our look at Petticoat Junction, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia for the charm and warmth this series brought to our screens. The show, which first aired in 1963, captured the lives of the Bradley sisters and their adventures at the Shady Rest Hotel. The cast, including the beloved Bea Benaderet and the talented Linda K. Henning, faced their own challenges, from personal struggles to career changes. Yet they brought joy to millions. Bea's passing in 1968 marked a significant turning point for the show, but the spirit of Petticoat Junction lived on in the hearts of its fans. Did you watch this series during your childhood? What memories do you have of the Bradley sisters and their quirky escapades? We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences and reflections can help keep the spirit of Petticoat Junction alive for new generations.
Story's all right. Dumb fish are deep.
Oh, hang in there. You'll get something.